Now, let's do some drawing. Oh no! My 0.3mm uni-pin fine line doesn't work. Well, I guess it's just time to throw it away. Or maybe not. Because the felt tip of this fine liner still has a tiny bit of life left in it. And also, in a lot of these disposable pens, the way they assemble them is that they put a great big plastic plug on the back of it after they refill the ink. So, quite often, you can just get a pair of pliers and just yank the plastic plug out the back of it with a shocking amount of force. After I'm finished, it's not going to look pretty, I can tell you. Aha, it's out. There we go. And then you can just refill it with any kind of ink you like. I'm just going to be using this cheap Sumi drawing ink. In here. See? And if you overfill it, the pen will let you know, because we'll start leaking out the base there. Just put the plug back in. Oh yeah, did it. You always find no matter how much ink you put in it, even if it's leaking out the nib of the pen, near those little breather holes, no ink leaks after you put the plug back in. So this here is before I refilled it, just here. And I'm going to do a bit of a test here after refilling it. I think it looks a bit better. Can you see the difference? Sometimes it takes a while to get the ink all the way through the sponge. No, it doesn't look too bad. Except for the very end of the pen, which looks like it's been chewed upon by some kind of mechanical dog. But of course, many other manufacturers actually make pens in exactly the same way. They just put a plug on the end of the pen where they put the ink. Very easy to remove on the Faber-Castell Pitt pen. And because this is black, and black ink is easy to obtain, I can just put some more in. Put some more ink in there. There we go. It's leaking again. Put the plug back in. Oh, that's a lot more inky now. Also the Artline branded fine liners and calligraphy pens. I mean, this one isn't dry yet, but let's see if this one can be refilled easily anyway. Come out. Come on. Oh, yep. Comes out. You can easily see the sponge down in this one. Let's just put a few drops of ink in here. The sponge just absorbs it up. Yum, yum, yum. Also the Pentel Touch Pen, or the Sign Pen, or whatever they're called. Oh yeah, that one's getting pretty dry. That is really dry. But I have refilled this one before. In fact, I've lost count how many times I refilled this pen. I absolutely love the nib. On this pen. Oh, that just splurted ink out on me when I pressed in the cap. Oh yes. That's a lot better. So there you go. When you're about to throw away a pen, and you notice that the nib is still perfectly fine, keep a lookout for those little plastic end plugs that you can remove and just put cheap ink in them. You know,